Hello YouTube, Dave here again. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Dragon Shield Role-Playing Game Master 3-panel screen. This was a product that was sent to me by the folks over at Dragon Shield for the purposes of doing a review, so I just want to state that for the purpose of being transparent. However, as is always the case with these types of videos, they are not paying for the video to be made. They are not pre-screening or scripting the video, and the opinions that I express are 100% completely and totally my own. But this is something I'm actually looking really forward to opening up because just in just a few hours, at the time that I'm recording this is around like 1:30 in the morning, and around 12:30 I'm going to be starting my first second edition AD&D campaign, little mini campaign. For the first time I'll be running that system in 23 years. The year 2000, I believe, was the last time I ever touched the second edition. So I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm going to have a few things printed off as far as like charts and things like that, some maps and things along those lines. And it'd be nice to have the ability to customize a screen because I don't actually own a second edition AD&D screen. So this was a really fortuitous arrival. So taking a look just at the packaging here, one thing I love about Dragon Shield, same thing with their like card sleeves, is they have amazing artwork on their packaging. So here we have a party of adventurers, looks like a drow ranger, human paladin, a dwarf fighter, human wizard, half-orc, probably barbarian. And they are about to do battle with this red dragon. Looks really, really cool. And then just, on the sides and the top, it just says Game Master Screen. And then on the back, we have a little bit of lore information, which is similar to what we had in the spell codexes, and is also something that you'll find on the backs of like the Dragon Shield card packs. Just a little bit of world building, something you can use as inspiration in your own games. However, this does actually say that, let's see, find the full adventure inside. So similar to the spell codexes, it looks like this also has some form of like little mini adventure included. I will be doing a separate video in the future, doing a little review of the mini adventures, but that's not going to be right away because I want to get all of the actual products reviewed first, and then I can get to the mini adventures. But here you can sort of see what we have for the screen. It does say that we have the player's view. It says that there is some artwork on there, and it looks like it's actually kind of stamped into the dragon, the tough dragon skin exterior, the same kind of like faux leather material that was found on the spell codexes. It also says it includes 18 reusable plastic cards, which should be really cool. You can make some notes on them if you need to. And it comes with a dry erase marker, and the inside has spots where you can actually just put your notes or your maps or things along those lines on there, so you can customize the screen however you want to. So, for example, if you're not interested in having half of your screen filled with just conditions from your RPG, then you can put, like I said, your own kind of customized stuff here. I don't have all the things that I wanted to have printed off for my second edition game, but I got at least a couple pieces of paper here, and I will be using that. I don't really want to use any of the maps that I've drawn because my players are going to be playing in the game, and some of them might see that, so I want to keep the spoilers relatively light if I can. So anyway, let's take a look at the inside here, just get everything out. Oops. Okay, so it comes in this sort of cardboard tray. Here we have the screen itself. We'll set that off to the side for now. And then underneath we've got the marker, and we have our plastic cards there. So just get the cards out. So again, you can see that they are nice hard plastic, just blank, generic, which is fine. You can sort of put whatever you need to on there. So if this was something that I would probably use a bit more if I were running in person. I run my games online. But with second edition AD&D, for example, when you roll initiative, you actually roll it every single round. And I'm using the individual initiative option. So these would be great for just having numbering a few of these for the players and then the creatures, so that each round, when we determine who goes first, you can just sort of hand them out number one and then go around until, you've got everything properly all the numbers handed out between the players and the creatures, and you'd be able to, you know, just look at them on the table to know who goes when. It's something that I would actually make quite a bit of use out of. So, you know, you could have like the players or the enemy types. You could also just put like notes on them as well, little sketches of things if you needed to. So these are just, again, just a really cool inclusion. This is not something that they needed to include with the screen to make it useful, but it is a great little addition. And yeah, I think that's actually a really great add there. And it does come with its own dry erase marker. So let's take a look at the screen itself. So here we've got the one of the center panels, I believe, and this has the dice on it there. So you can see like the D20, the D10s, some D8s, D6s, and a D12 there. Oh, that might be a D4 actually. But yeah, really, really cool. Again, it's just like simulated leather. It's sort of like artificial tooling, but looks really, really cool. On the other side here, we do have the adventurers from or similar to the ones that we saw on the screen. Maybe a little bit different. We do have our dwarf fighter, human wizard, and looks like a human, you know, cleric or paladin type there, which is really, really cool. And it did say, I think this packaging said it was magnetic, so let's just go ahead and, yeah, pull that open. And it does hold really well, so I'm just going to grasp it by the top part here, and yeah, it's not coming loose. So pretty good strong magnets actually. Got to use both hands to separate them there. And then we do have a dragon on the other panel. So really cool stuff. And then inside, oh, it looks like we got our little adventure. Just a little piece of tissue paper to keep things separated there. And yeah, so we got the little scenario. So like I said, I'll be doing a review of these at a separate time, but it's still just a really cool inclusion to have. So here we have a legendary Nether Dragon. This one does not have spell casting like the ones on the Spell Codex has had. And then we got the little mini adventure there, which has troglodytes, which is actually kind of cool to see. They don't tend to get used a whole lot anymore these days, I find. So it's really great to see them being included there. And then on the inside of the screen, we do have the Dragon Shield logo. And this actually feels like a really nice material. Not quite felt, or it's not like a coarse felt. It's very, very smooth feeling. But yeah, really cool stuff here. So you do see the plastic that can be used to hold stuff in. And yeah, I'm going to I've got a couple things here. Some tables that I printed off that aren't at the back of the Player's Handbook for 2nd edition. So just some extra tables and information that I might need. While I'm putting this in here, I will state that I hope to include, if I forget to, please remind me, hope to include a link to the Dragon Shield website so you can check out this as well as the other game accessories that they offer. And I don't have the price of this memorized. I'm really bad with that. I looked it up again before I started the video, and it's completely gone out of my head. I meant to write it down, and obviously I didn't. But that should be up on the screen while I was saying that. And yeah, so this fit in there really nicely. That's the only one I'm going to use for now because, like I said, I don't want to potentially spoil anything if any of my players actually watch this video. But it actually holds in pretty well. Like trying to shake it, it doesn't feel like it's going to fall out. So yeah, really good stuff. And yeah, let's just put that back in there again. And I honestly cut this a little bit shorter than I probably needed to, but yeah. But again, it actually, yeah, it holds it in really well there. So I think that's going to hold quite well. So you got 3 panels that you can customize however you want. I know, for example, when I'm running this tomorrow and I've got my screen set up, whichever map of the location that the players end up going to is what's going to be probably in the center. I'll have my charts and stuff here, and then maybe some other information off to the side here. So maybe some other tables, maybe some other like maps of areas, maybe even just some lists of goods if the players decide to stock up on stuff. So anyway, really, really cool stuff. And I think this is a nice, again, a high quality product. It feels really good. Like all the materials, again, feel very, very nice. It feels high quality. It does not feel cheap by any stretch of the imagination. And it's just nice to finally have just a fully customizable GM screen that I can use for my various games, especially for ones that I don't yet own. a screen for. So yeah, really awesome stuff, and I cannot recommend this enough. So I want to thank the folks from Dragon Shield for sending this to me. And again, if you're interested, be sure to check out the link in the description. And if I've forgotten to put the link in the description because my memory is horrible, please remind me and I'll be sure to do that. But yeah, I think this is, again, a very, very solid product from Dragon Shield, and one that I do recommend, and one that I will be making quite a bit of use out of in the days to come. So thank you once again to them for sending this to me. Thank you to every one of you taking time out of your day to watch this video. It really does mean a lot to me, and I will see you all next time. Until then, take care.